I have this AC unit next to me set to 61 degrees. I want you to imagine what 61 degrees feels like to you. Unless like you're in the EU and like you don't feel air conditioned that often, or where your head is Celsius and not Fahrenheit, like me as an American. Just know that if it was 61 degrees outside Fahrenheit for you, it would be chilly. Especially since 61 degrees outside compared to 61 degrees inside is a noticeable difference. Mostly because it's contained in one room. It's contained in one room. But yes, we are live with more Dragon Age 2. It's funny, if I didn't wake up in the middle of that sentence, I would have said Origins. I would have. I felt it. This is Fenris. Is that supposed to be Morrigan? Oh, I guess Morrigan isn't in this game. Maybe I shouldn't have looked at that. Oops. Hey, this is Isabella leaving with my crap and never showing up again. Thanks. Yeah, what happened to Leandra was terrible, man. I saw a lot of comments about that. This is another time where I don't have any comments of the day, mostly because people were saying the same thing just about Leandra, which understandable. I'm actually kind of surprised it hit people as much as it did. This isn't me saying that, you know, I don't think it was sad. I mean, it clearly thought it was sad in the moment. I think just retrospectively, I feel like it would have hit a lot harder for me if, you know, we spent more time with our mom, because realistically, Dragon Age 2 isn't a long game, but you don't spend a lot of time with her. You know, she doesn't have much story relevance outside of the beginning of the game, you know, and I wish, you know, she showed up more, or there were just more cutscenes at home, you know. I felt she was endearing though, you know, because she was willing to do a lot for her family, you know, and I thought it was adorable how, you know, she still felt she might, you know, it felt nice that she feels she could still be courted at this age, you know. But I think the saddest part is when you kind of put yourself in Hawke's shoes and the feeling of imagining losing your own mother, or maybe you have already, so it just brings up a lot of emotion, you know, which I think is his strongest impact, which I do think was purposeful. You know, I just think outside of that, if you're, it wasn't as impactful as it probably could have been if they did things differently. But yeah, it's a sad thing. It is a sad thing. I don't want people to feel like I don't feel anything towards it though, because saying one thing about it, people are gonna think, oh, he doesn't care. Really, a lot of people got pretty emotional about it. Makes you wonder, is there something wrong with me that I wasn't, you know, all choked up about it? I mean, again, it's really sad, you know, and I would probably be worse. I would be acting worse than Hawke, you know, if that was my own mother, of course. This is about to hurt my ears. Ow. I know you guys didn't hear it. We're back with another late stream. We're here for Anders's quest here. We had to talk to him. Whew, we have a lot of stuff to do, it seems. A lot of companion quests. Though in this episode, I do want to do this side quest and start the DLC proper. I don't know which one you guys said I was supposed to do. I don't remember which one I was supposed to do. Yeah, which DLC you're supposed to do first. I know I'm at a point where it like I should do both, but like I'm just wondering which one should I do first. Mark of Assassin, okay. All right, sounds good. Do I have enough space on my computer, actually, now that I think about it? I should have enough space. Oh, I actually don't. How did I run out of space that fast? Well, some of this stuff I could probably get rid of. Some stuff I could probably get rid of. I'm not as like in dire need of keeping all my footage these days. Oh my gosh, some of these files are crazy, bruh. Like this Dragon Age 2 video right here, this one is over 40 gigs, bruh. Brother, dude, the footage here looks so much better than the stream does. I mean, I'm recording in a higher quality than I'm streaming, so it makes sense. But hey, once I upgrade PC, I'll make sure I'm streaming in the same quality that I'm recording. Dang, 320 FPS. I gotta delete something. That's not one I can delete because that's my was that my end of act? Okay. This isn't the end of, yeah, this isn't the end of act this isn't the end of act 2. The other one I just looked at was. What's this one? So we're in Hightown during the day.
Any doubt? When I was still a slave, Adrian.
Oh, this was the one where we kept reloading. So, I'm thinking about what if I accidentally.
A courtesy Hawke.
Oh my gosh, the quality looks like me playing the game was crazy. Here, no blade crossed. You sound like Adam Howden too. That's the kind of question. The library. I don't specialization.
No matter how many times they hunt me down.
It's eating you up. You're still I don't want to get rid of that footage. Like I'm kind of like stuck here. There is something else I can get rid of. I don't want to get rid of that. I don't want to get rid of my metaphor footage. I think I can get rid of. There's one moment where like I'm just not here. Dude, y'all would have loved this game, bro. The story in this game is so freaking good. I've been recording it for my turn-based game video. This isn't the one I can delete. There's another one that I think I can delete because I actually left home and I forgot to hit the stop recording button. Is it this one? Oh, it's totally this. Yeah. It's like an hour of me just not being there. Yeah, that's totally what this is. Yeah, I got here around 17 minutes, 19 minutes, and then I'm still here an hour and 20 minutes later. So yeah, this one I could probably get rid of. That'll give me another 12 gigs. I came home like, no, I forgot to hit stop recording. I don't want to get rid of this one. There's a lot of good footage. Look at the grotesqueness of the monster here, bruh. This is a fun fight.
Are you prepared?
This game, for those that don't know, it's Metaphor Refantasio. It's a game made by the same developers who do Persona, and it's in a fantasy world, but it's really messed up. And these monsters are actually called humans. And yeah, it's pretty nuts. Desert Jewel, thanks so much for the sub. I appreciate you. Yeah, the boss is nightmare fuel. Yeah, but what's cool is, like, unlike in Persona, where you just have the personas, and these guys have the power to channel the they have the ability to channel the power of ancient heroes and stuff. So they like become the embodiment of those heroes and use their power during fights. It's pretty neat. And also that monster freaking swallows us, so like the rest of this dungeon is like inside him, and we have to like shatter these things to like fight our way out and stuff. And there's like an escape sequence where we're racing to get to the butthole to get out. Also, look at that main menu, by the way. Hold up, look at the main menu here, bro. Look at that. Look how stylized that is, bro. That joint is so cool. That joint is so cool.
By this power. Is there another way? Let's set it up.
Tis yours.
Roar!
You hit their weakness.
Now,
That's your
what's the
opening,
play?
Captain.
After me.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I had them all on mage here. Yeah, it's made by the same devs. So you're gonna play the new Final Fantasy 14 expansion? Oh, of course. I actually want to stream that. I actually want to stream that. Can I get the username? Meowdy. Just got back from a movie night with some friends. Yo, nice. Glad you had fun. It's called turn based for a reason. I like the way you think. I like the way you think. Let them know. Dude, hold up. I'm actually gonna hold up. I'm actually gonna close Dragon Age real quick because I really want to show you guys something. You guys know how I've been working on the Final Fantasy video. By the way, this video it's gonna be long, but again, it's supposed to be a long video. I'm 17 pages in. I'm still going. That's a long script. that's a long script. And the thing is, it is so much freaking fun, you know? And it's so crazy that dudes on Twitter be acting like I'm a LARPer and I only care about Final Fantasy 7. Brother, that joint's not even top 3 Final Fantasy, bro. I'm sorry to tell you. But yeah, this is a little sneak peek for it. For those that don't know, Final Fantasy is one of my favorite franchises ever, and I want to make a video because it's pretty topical right now about like, I just want to like, a lot of people are trying to get into Final Fantasy, so I want to make a really easy way for people to just see all the Final Fantasies and which one looks cool to them. Of course, you could just go on Steam and click on each of their pages, but sometimes it hits better, you know, or more for someone who actually has a lot of experience with the series to kind of lay them all out and just give you the option to pick from what you want. That's really what this is like. It's like I'm acting as Netflix and you can just look through everything through me and see what looks cool to you. You know, I basically give Netflix descriptions for what these games are like. It's basically kind of set up what's an idea of what's the story's about. Again, I try to do like the Netflix description kind of thing, so I keep it pretty brief, just enough to make it sound interesting, and then I kind of go into what the gameplay is like, because that's the thing. A story is a lot for a lot of people, but when you're investing 30-40 hours into a game, a lot of people want to know if they're going to like the gameplay, because a story can sound cool, but if they're actually going to play a game, they want it to be fun. So I do go and explain what the gameplay is like for each of these two, you know, and I think that's really important. And it's funny because I was like, I was writing out Final Fantasy 12s. Dude, look how long Final Fantasy 12s was. It starts here and goes all the way down here. And I was like, dang, I even technically haven't beaten this game, but like, I know how the game works. I've played enough of it to really see what the gameplay is like. This game I'm totally going to do on stream, by the way. But because it's one of the last ones I haven't actually beaten. I've played every Final Fantasy, but there's only 2 single player games I have not beaten. 11 is the one I played the least, but that's because it's a PS2 MMO. Yeah. So outside of that, this is one of the 2 I haven't beaten, but I've played enough to understand what the gameplay is like. I've asked some people who have played Final Fantasy 12 and they still say I'm pretty early in the game, but why I can talk so much about the gameplay is because they literally just throw you into a sandbox and just let you pick whatever the freak you want. You literally can just pick what you want, you know, and if you want to switch, you can just switch, you know, and I think that's really, really neat that they give you so much freedom to choose how it is. Like, imagine if Dragon Age Origins had 12 different jobs, bro, you know, and I was like, I was writing this and I'm like, dude, wait a second. This joint really is just like Dragon Age. I was like, dude, no freaking way is this game this much like Dragon Age. It is. It's so much like Dragon Age. And of course, I knew that. But now that, because I sampled this game before I even touched Dragon Age Origins, you know, but like, I think when you guys look at this, you'll be shocked how similar. You'll actually wonder if Square stole this straight from Dragon Age, because it's really close. It's like, oh, okay, this is exactly how it was. Like, literally think about how Dragon Age plays. Dragon Age 1, 2, it doesn't matter. That's how this game plays. That's how this game plays. But yeah, there's only 2 I haven't beaten: Final Fantasy V and Final Fantasy 12. I'm actually a good bit into Final Fantasy V. I haven't had a ton of free time because I've been working on this and then streaming almost every freaking day. But when I have time, I've been playing Final Fantasy V, and it's been awesome. But I've played 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I 13, 13.2, 13.3, 14, 15, 16, 7 remake, rebirth. I've played all of those. I've also played 4 after years and stuff too, and it's been a blast. You know, I've played basically the whole series. So I think of myself as a good way. I think my judgment can be trusted on these games. Your Magna, that seems overwhelming to jump into from my perspective. What you mean, the video itself, like as a viewer? Crap, that happens every time on the first open. I want to show this off. Well, first things first. Look at this. I want to show you this. People rag on 10-2, but I liked it a lot. 10-2 is one of those games where it's easy to make fun of because of the time, I guess, that it came out. You know, it's you just have these pop star looking girls switching dresses, doing turn-based, fast-paced combat. It's easy to make fun of. It's like, what is this? This isn't like Final Fantasy, you know, especially if you played the first 10 game. It couldn't be more different. But like, it actually has the best turn base in the entire series. Like, not kidding, it is genuinely awesome. But look, I want you to see this. I want you to see this. Look at this. Okay, so this joint is just like Dragon Age. Well, the thing about Final Fantasy is it's pretty easy to get into because you don't need to play any of them in any specific order. Like, it's an anthology. You can just play whichever one looks the most interesting to you. But look at this. Look at this. This is just a regular party screen, just like in most RPGs. But when you go into the Gambits menu, that is one of the premier things for this game. Let's go to Balthier. Does this screen look familiar to you? Ally HP under 30, use potion. Foe nearest visible, attack. You know, you could cure. Ally, you want to use a Phoenix down. If the HP is under 30, you could do that. And of course, you can lock more and more and more. If the ally's HP status is critical, then you can make sure you go and use a Phoenix down or a high potion to make sure that. I'm like, does that at all sound familiar to you? This is literally the tactic system from Dragon Age. It's funny because when I was playing this game, I was like, dude, I don't want to do this. Why would I do this? Who wants to do that? You know, but now that I've played Dragon Age, I'm like, this is fun. Yeah, like set the enemy, like my teammate to do this and that, you know. And if we go into the license board, look at this. So basically, like I said, imagine if, like, you know how Dragon Age Origins has its own, you know, specific amount of jobs and stuff. This is the license screen. These are all the different jobs you can play in the game. You can be a bushi, which is, I guess, basically like a samurai. You know, you could be a black mage, an archer, a foe breaker, a time mage, a monk, a knight, a red battle mage, a machinist where you use guns, an Olha where you use spears, a white mage where you're a healer, a Shikari, which is basically like the rogue, who they specialize in daggers and they can steal from enemies and stuff like that. You know, you can just choose, you can literally just do them, man. You could just do them. You can't just, you can only use the ones that you have equipped at the time, but you can just go to the area of the game where you can go and switch your job, you know. So if you want to play a different job, it's easy to just do. You want to go and play a monk, go and play as a monk, you know. It just works. But when you pick a job, you then get this license board screen, and it kind of looks like a board game, and you can just unlock. So when I get this, now I can use these more accessories. If I go here and use this one, then I can, boom, now I have 150 more HP. You know, of course, the LP you have in the top left, that's how many points you have to actually spend. Think of it like money for your job. You know, just like how in Dragon Age Origins you pick, you know, certain skills and stuff for you to do, or in Dragon Age 2 you have the whole board screen and you can pick which abilities and stuff you want for your character. It's not all just more HP or anything like that. You can choose to where you have access to specific things. These are your slots. You know how you when you level up in Dragon Age Origins and 2, when you level up and you get more slots for your tactics, that's what this is, and it's cheap to do. You go and just do that, boom, use this, and now I have a heal, so I can heal some of my party members. And now if I get this one, this makes it to where now I gain magic power every time I take damage, which is really cool if you're playing a magic focused character, or if you have a skill that requires that magic, you know. Boom, and that's just how you do it. And again, that's also kind of like Dragon Age. And again, you can also do this for your party members. I can make sure that they have they're able to handle more and more different kinds of armors, accessories, and stuff like that, because your characters can't do anything if you're not managing this kind of thing, you know. And again, it's just like in Dragon Age, to where you need to handle that kind of thing. You choose for your party what they're going to be good at and what they can do, you know, what thing they can handle. You know, like again, this will let them be able to steal. This one lets them use different kinds of weapons. But yeah, it's a really neat kind of system. And again, like I showed other people before, it also works the exact same way as Dragon Age 2, you know, to where it's auto attack based. Oh, he parried me.
Yeah.
Okay. This is still early into the game, by the way. Like, this is the first few hours. Then I can go and use a technique and steal. Okay, I couldn't steal from him. Dang, he must not have had anything. Oh, he scared me. Also, this music is kind of bumping right now. Someone's up here. Let me see if I can steal from him again. Oh, I got a Phoenix down. That lets you revive your allies. You also, just like in Dragon Age, you can also switch who you're playing as and stuff too. Oh. Hold on, let me get up. Oh, he's literally right in front of me. He's gonna be able to do a lot to me because I need to get close. You know how like certain characters like Varric, you know, when they get too close, they can't use their bow. So you got to kind of back up a little bit. Ooh, Vaughn, you're getting kind of low. And you go and cure him. Ooh. Yeah, it's a lot like that. Dragon Age 2 looking a little different. But yeah, these guys are sky pirates. That's like the whole shtick of this game. You have the main character Vaughn, who kind of dreams of, he's just a street rat. Imagine he lives on Tatooine in Star Wars. That's basically what this place he's in is like. And these two are sky pirates, and he wants to become a sky pirate too. But the Empire from Star Wars is making this place a real hard place to live, and we got these stormtrooper dudes right here that are making things difficult. Ow! Wow, that hurt really hard. I always think it's funny to see like someone with a gun in an RPG. Watching the World Cup in this. I love how the title says Dragon Age and we're on Final Fantasy. Don't worry, we will be streaming this game. But again, I'm trying to give Dragon Age fans a 3-hit combo. Ooh. Nice. Oh, someone's using magic. Careful, careful. And my game just crashed. Wonderful. I know why this is happening. It's because I was doing something for a video and I think I messed up the runtime, you know, the Microsoft runtime plus. I think I accidentally like messed up its installation or an update, because like it said, don't stop the update, but I accidentally stopped it. Well, it was an accident. It was and wasn't an accident. but I didn't finish. But I thought it was fine because the thing I was trying to do still worked anyway. So I was like, oh, okay, I guess we're fine. But now this has happened twice, and it said the runtime plus. So I was like, maybe I should go and fix that, but I forgot. Hey man, I guess that's also like Dragon Age, because Dragon Age Origin crashed on me like 500 times. So I guess maybe we really are back. we're so back. But that's gonna be such a fun game to do, man. Like, it's gonna be such a fun game to play on stream. I really want that one to do well. I really do. Again, you guys have no idea how long I've been trying to get Final Fantasy and JRPGs back on the channel. Maybe it's because that's where this channel started. Literally the first video I ever uploaded was a Kingdom Hearts video, which is a JRPG, which is a spin-off of Final Fantasy, you know, and I really want to be able to post those kinds of things and have it do well. Like when Final Fantasy 7 Revelation comes out, realistically, I should probably stream through the original 7 remake and rebirth before Revelation comes out. And maybe that might be the move, just so like I can stream Revelation without worry, you know. And I've installed 15 gigabytes of mods. It's funny because I actually have mods on on 12 too, and I don't usually like installing mods on a first playthrough, and it's not like the game is buggy. It's not. It's actually one of the best PC ports Square has ever done. I just wanted some. You guys don't know this about me, but I love modding games. It's not even about games needing them. I just like modding because it's fun. I just love that. If I could put goofy outfits in a game and stuff like that, I'll do that just because I can. You know, I'm just one of those guys. Maybe it's because I like Skyrim and New Vegas, but like modding games is just fun to me now. Oh, dude, I've been preparing. I took like half of yesterday to make sure I have Final Fantasy 7 really working good for you guys. You guys are going to be so freaking hyped for this, bro. If you guys tell me you would watch a Final Fantasy 7 playthrough, we are so freaking back, bro. I promise you, I have this game looking sexy, bro. I have this game looking sexy, you know, like 60 FPS, ignore all of the mods, but like I have the mods to make the game look so freaking good, man. And like it keeps the original, like most of them are visual mods. Some of them make the game 60 FPS because remember, this was a PS1 game, you know, and this is the original port. You guys can play the remaster when you guys play it. They have like a remaster of the original game and stuff, and it comes with speed up and turning off the encounter rates and all that beautiful stuff. They even have like an instant limit break button. You could just lay waste to everything in your path. Feel free to play that version. That's fine. That's how I first played it too. But this version in particular, man, it's so moddable with 60 FPS and new models. It just looks great. I have to show you guys this. Like I actually have to show it to you because I worked really hard to make this game look really good, make it work right, and just, oh, there's another update. Are you kidding me? I just did this joint yesterday. Load 6/14/26. That was me doing all this joint yesterday. I'm gonna do this, dude. I mean, yeah, it depends on the game for me too. I won't do it for most games, but this is one of those like some games I just really like to do it for. If there's a lot of mods, and Final Fantasy fans love modding these games and stuff. Oh crap. Oh crap, I forgot. I'm at this part. I forgot I'm at this part. Dang, this is not the best part to just show all the visuals, but man, I got this game looking really good. I'm always at a story moment, bro. Man, the models are so different. Dude, this looks so good, bro. Can I... I'm gonna speed this up because I kind of want to be able to show what gameplay is like. this is a combination of numerous mods, but the visual ones you're seeing is the Nino style mod. That's what makes the characters look this way. Ooh, okay. So, crap. Well, it's fine. It kind of looks like Final Fantasy IX, kinda. This mod is meant to make the game look like what a lot of the artwork did. Obviously, the PS1 couldn't make a game look like that back then. It was just too weak, or they just didn't know the hardware enough. But obviously, because, you know, Final Fantasy IX looks a lot better than 7 does. So, yeah, this is probably what 7 would have looked like if they knew the hardware a lot more. I haven't really told people what Final Fantasy VII is about, have I? Because I usually like kind of tell you guys what to expect a little bit, but I didn't do that this time. Okay, you actually have a decision here that you can do. I'm going to tell it, hold on a minute, and then I'm going to go up here, and then I'm going to go to this one. I can just push it over. I'm pretty sure it's this one. Push this barrel. Boom. Knocks him out. And now Aerith is fine. We should be able to... Ah, crap. Okay. I don't want it to hit... Hold on. I don't think this is gonna hit her. You're definitely going to get a game over if you... Wait, push this one? It has to be this one. It literally has to be. Oh, Cloud, what are you doing? Now she gets attacked. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, crap. Okay, protect it. Okay. Dude, we're playing everything besides Dragon Age right now. Dude, I can't beat these guys. I cannot beat these guys with her right now. Hold on, what is that animation? Come on. Use another grenade. Let's not talk about that. Dude, I'm sorry. I couldn't tell. Okay. Then she's gonna... Cloud, help. Okay. He's right there. He's right there. Hold on a minute. It's got to be this one. It's not the close one. It's got to be this one. It's got to be. Right? I'm turning the game off. I'm turning the game off. I'm mad that just happened. I'm mad that just happened. I'm mad that just happened. But yeah, man. Actually, I kind of wonder if I know we're like 40 minutes. We're 40 minutes in. No, I can't keep playing around. I can't keep playing around. I can't keep playing around. We gotta actually like. We gotta actually get to Dragon Age now, man. I'm like, oh crap! I didn't realize we were that late in the stream. I'm like, oh crap! What am I doing, bro? Dude, Mira, I'm on chapter 12 right now, buddy. I'm supposed to be playing Dragon Age, Mira. Don't come up in here talking about some other peak. Don't come in here talking about some other peak, because I will boot the game up right now and show that off too, bro. I will look at it. Don't bring up things I like, bro. You can't keep doing this to me. I will boot the game up right now. These people, I've been live for 40 minutes and still have not, I don't think I've moved in this game yet. Oh man, dude, we're gonna play KOTOR on the channel too. I love Star Wars. I think by the end of KOTOR, I'll probably like those more than Dragon Age, maybe. I didn't know you could romance Caden as male Shep. But no, I haven't done chapter 13 in Xenoblade X yet. I'm actually only on chapter 12, the final chapter of the main game. If I wasn't streaming today, I would definitely have beaten that. I would have. You only can in ME3. Oh yeah, see, he was dead for me multiple games ago. Oh, I was about to say, you need a mod for that. Gotta say. But then he's just suddenly realized he was gay in 3 games in. Like, I'm pretty sure it don't work like that. Dude, I have no, like, lyrium potions. I have no potions. You don't need a mod to romance Caden as male Shep? Are you sure? Everybody else is saying it's a mod. Ace DHD. Stop being right about things. And vanilla ME3 only. Yes, you do. Not in ME3. If you only in 1 and 2. In Mass Effect 1 and 2, you need a mod, but not in 3. That's strange. Did they just get cold feet for 1 and 2 or what? There'll probably be a short stream today, by the way.
I'm going to be trying something, and I thought you'd want to be part of it. We've both been wrong. What I did with Justice was unnatural. It should never have happened.
Is there some way to undo it?
I've spent the past 3 years researching the methods of Tevinter Magisters.
Why am I not surprised?
They're the only ones who have ever sought to reverse spirit possession, not just behead the victims. I believe I have a formula for a potion that can separate Justice and me, without killing either.
Is it dangerous?
There are always dangers with magic, but I believe this will be worth the cost.
Surely that's worth any risk it entails.
I knew you'd stand behind me in this, even if...
What?
Is it about Fenris?
Nothing.
It's about Fenris.
I've gathered most of what
It's
I need,
totally
but
about
there are
Fenris,
some
right?
outlandish ingredients I was hoping you'd help me collect. A powder the Tevinters call Celepetre, and a small amount of Drakestone.
Is it just a potion? Is there anything more to this ritual?
No ritual. Just mix the ingredients up and... boom. Justice and I are free. And we can take our rightful place among free mages.
Where would we find Celepetre?
It's a crystal that forms from concentrated manure and urine.
Ew. We can't just buy it somewhere.
It's not used by mages here. There's no reason for any merchant to stock it. I suggest we search the sewers. There's an entrance not far from here in Darktown.
That was also the PS3, Xbox 360 era of games too, to where it was the first HD era where games kind of started being hard to not notice and pay attention to, you know? So like, it definitely garnered a lot of attention, and animations were still full of jank back then. So I'm sure it was very uncomfortable to watch, you know? I'm sure it's not like it's not today. These days we have great animations and stuff like that, so you know, it's not something really to worry about. It wouldn't come off the same way, but you know, Yeah, back then, this all really comes down to Nintendo. Back when Nintendo was really the big name, gaming company, they marketed the NES as a toy. That's why people have the idea that the gaming is a toy. And that stigma stuck on all game consoles and gaming for a long time. Obviously arcades and such were a thing, but gaming was different when it got into people's homes, and in order for people to buy something that seemed so different, and that's why they marketed it's just a toy. It's a toy, and that it worked. It worked. But it did a lot of long lasting damage in those kind of departments. The thing is that it already kind of happened, that's kind of happened in a lot of things. If you watch Doctor Who, which was already kind of came back and was kind of big all over the world back then, they did that too in the first season. If you ever seen Captain Jack Harkness, who had already made his debut on screen back then, and was already big even over here by that time that interview happened, it was starting to be somewhat normalized back then. It was meant as a family show, but it definitely had non-family oriented moments and stuff. But especially since what counts as okay on television was different depending on where you were. There were a lot of things in Doctor Who that probably wouldn't have been okay in the US back then, but that was more lenient and stuff over there. But, romance with non-humans also didn't just become a thing with Mass Effect. Things like Star Trek had already done that, and Star Wars also did cross alien species romances too. But
I assure you, we'll find them.
I could not have begun to do this without your support.
yeah, any other playthrough as Fenris Rivalry, that probably maxed him. Right? Oh, it maxed him, I think that maxed him. Let's go. I think that maxed him. That's definitely maxed out, I think. It looks like it. This stream, it is probably going to be pretty short because I'm actually it might not seem like it, but I am actually laughably tired today. I worked on a lot of different stuff today, and it's just getting so hot outside and humid. It's draining me. I'm not gonna lie. It's draining me a lot. You guys give me a lot of energy and stuff though, talking about things. I haven't really talked much today. I was just, if I wasn't doing errands and crap, I was also just cooking or in my room, clocked in and working on my scripting and stuff. But staring at a screen, writing all day gets draining. It didn't do it because it was on him.
To worry about.
Kick back. Man, this game has just given me such an appreciation for crossbows. It reminds me of Linkle from Hyrule Warriors, where she wields dual crossbows. That joint, she was dancing with them joints, bruh.
I'm surprised the Templars catch anyone in this city. Wonder what old Elven for shit heap was.
We can enter the sewers from here to look for the cellar Petray. Are you ready?
Yeah, and as somebody who grew up with Star Trek, that kind of thing has been normalized my entire life. Literally Star Trek and Star Wars were some of the first things I ever saw. So I mean, you're awesome. Just watch your Mass Effect journey all the way through and love every minute. You're a real one, man. Thank you, DM Candle. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Thank you. Star Trek is awesome, bro. Star Trek is awesome for completely different reasons than like Star
Hold your
Wars.
nose. We'll have to get pretty close for me to tell what we're looking at.
Him being locked in like I wasn't gonna pick him anyway.
I know it isn't my place to criticize, but are you sure about Fenris? He seems less a man to me than a wild dog.
Ah, I knew he was gonna bring this up. He left me. Oh, do I screw over my romance if I say he left me?
We're not together. Not anymore.
Oh, I'm sorry. Though it's probably for the best.
Did that lock me out? I wonder. Did that lock me out? I would actually reload if it did, but I was being honest. You know, that's what Fenris did. You know, right now, Hawke is single. Do not talk about my mans like that, Anders. Yeah, you want to say you're with Fenris? Interesting. Okay, I was curious about like what we say there. I'll do that.
He seems less a man to me than a wild dog.
You just don't know him.
I know as much as I'm ever likely to.
That's right, mage.
Oh, he actually came in.
Color his whole world. Surely you want someone more open-minded.
A mage and a hypocrite. What company you keep.
Interesting. He didn't chime in last time. Oh, okay. That's interesting that he chimed in the second time. Did bro just step in a trap?
Someone's.
Ooh. Piece of cake. Bro, this man Fenris is stepping in every trap known to man, bro. And he doesn't even care. I mean, he dashed through it, so he barely got hit by it. I feel like Fenris fans really don't like Anders. Anders definitely has his problems, but I gotta say, like, in terms of like characters' likability, and I feel like with Hawke,
this is it. The Cellar Petre should have formed right under here. Oh, I don't want to touch that. Let's see if we can find a few more deposits.
In terms of like being with Hawke, I actually think he's the next best. I mean, Fenris is probably the worst person to be with Hawke. You know, they have very different world points and values and stuff. So realistically, I would never say they should be together, you know? But like sometimes opposites attract, man. There's not much you can do about it. But yeah, I'd say if I ever play like, oh, that's my controller. If I ever play female Hawke again, I'll probably pick Anders next. Ooh. I can't move. Why does this happen? Sometimes I just can't move. I can't move. Why does that happen? Why does that happen? I don't understand why that happens. Like, this is not the only game that happens on, but it's kind of nuts it's happening this frequently now. Also, I kind of want to talk about an elephant in the room that we haven't really discussed much, but I want to say my thoughts on it in particular because it feels like a media literacy thing, and I want it to be known that I do understand, is that just to make clear, I'm not okay with what's going on with Meryl. I want that to be known. So originally I had picked more supportive options because it felt like, you know, I wanted to support her in her time of need. I didn't want her to feel like she is no one in the world. But I honestly feel like out of everybody in the game, I honestly wish I went the rival path with her, because it honestly feels like rivalship with her feels like the tough love of a friend who sees a friend that she cares about doing a lot of stupid stuff, you know, through her naivete. You know, she's naive, and she's very naive, and she's using her hurt feelings to kind of like push her towards doing something she really thinks she needs. And realistically, I just don't think that's right. And it feels like there's so many people in her life, you know, that are trying to support her, but she's pushing everybody away because she can't get over some fascination, you know. And I feel like if I was a true friend, I would have rivaled her, you know. But of course, she's already deep into friendship long before I truly realized what was going on with her, because, you know, you just don't know that a lot. And I kept like in almost all of Act 1, I kept Meryl by my side, you know, and some of the beginning of Act 2 as well, you know, because it was a while before I started actually keeping Anders by my side, because I kind of didn't want to use him. And the thing is, she might be less naive than I think, but she has not proven to me that she is, you know. I'm not using any details of her character that isn't shown to me just yet, you know. So if there's something that happens in the future, whatever, that's how you reassess someone's character at a time. You know, I can't judge based off something I haven't seen. It's like judging a person based off of an action you haven't seen them make. You know, I can't judge you for that when I've never seen you do this before, you know, or something you never knew about a person. You can't judge someone based off something you haven't seen, you know. So in terms of what I've seen so far, she's incredibly naive, you know, and it's not naive in the sense to where she's just a bad person, you know, and she's willing to do a lot of bad things. The thing is, she's downplaying the things that she's doing because she's doing it for a good cause. Like, blood magic is just bad. It is, you know, and there's a reason why people dislike it. And I don't think pushing everyone away that she's ever cared about is the right answer for what she's trying to do, you know. And again, I'm not saying that why she's doing this doesn't make sense, you know. I also don't need people trying to give me implications about her character with things I haven't seen yet, by the way. I'm not saying anybody in the chat's doing that. I'm just assuming. You know, another thing that's bad to do, but I'm just assuming, or just letting it be known. But again, I just think overall, you know, she can be sad about things that's happened. She can be ambitious about things she wants for her people and stuff like that. She genuinely thinks that her people need this, you know, and that's honorable. But it comes to an extent where you do have to let go. You have to take a step back and truly look at what you're doing. Look what's happening. She's such a sweetie, though. That's the thing, though. Are you willing to just let a friend? I'm very curious about this. If you see your friend going down a dark path, or a path they shouldn't go down morally, are you willing to let them do that, knowing that it's bad for them, just because they're really sweet and they appreciate you? And I'm telling you, like, I've been there. I've seen friends go down paths they really shouldn't go, like, and they will end up in some places they can't come back from, you know. But they're just really cool people. They're really sweet. They really appreciate me being there when no one else will, you know. And it makes it really hard to tell them certain things that I feel they need to hear, you know. The I can fix her mindset is very dangerous, brother. I'm trying to let you know. Sometimes we can't fix them, you know, and I hate the phrase I can fix her, I can fix him, you know. I know Fenris is like the crown jewel of that, but like, you know, sometimes you can't, you know, or sometimes you can, but at what cost, you know? If it's dysfunctional enough, friendships have ended. And that's the thing, though. I think if someone is truly willing to throw me away for trying to get uncomfortable with them in the sense of trying to help them, sometimes uncomfortable conversations have to happen in relationships. There's no way around it. It has to happen at some point. You know, most people have, you know, most relationships flow like a river, but sometimes along the way there are blockades, and that just happens. And sometimes the only way to get through it is to get through it, and you need to just do the groundwork to make it happen, you know. And sometimes you have to let go of people in order for them to truly learn. That's something that I learned from a very young age, that sometimes you truly just have to let people fall on their own. You being there to catch someone's fall every time of their life stunts their emotional growth. And that is a very, very hard lesson I had to learn. You know, I had a friend, you know, I cared about her way more than I probably should have back then. And I truly did. No one could tell you otherwise. They'd be lying. And she was just a mess, bruh. I'm not gonna lie. I have to be careful because I know she watches the channel, you know. So but sorry, but she was a mess. And the problem was, if left to her own devices, will just do the worst things, man. She will ruin her life on her own, you know. Like, she just was not there yet, but I was there to catch her every single time something bad happened. I felt that I'm your friend. I will always be there for you. You know, if you need a friend, a shoulder to lean on, I will be there. And I was. But little did I know that the reason why she was always going through stuff, and then it seemed like she never learned, is because I was never giving her the chance to learn. You know, every time she stumbled, I was there to pick her up. I told her it's fine. Those people didn't understand. They're stupid. You know, you're great. All this stuff. I was reinforcing this protective barrier around her. Sometimes in the kitchen, you gotta take a burn in order to learn how to cook, and that's just how it is sometimes. And I had to take a step back. I genuinely had to take a step back, and it really hurt because they felt like I was abandoning them, you know. But sometimes for the best, you need to have that uncomfortable conversation with them and tell them that they're honestly a mess. You know, you're using your hurt feelings and emotions to allow you to go down this path that just doesn't have there's no way back from this. It's a slippery slope, and when you fall down, it'll be really hard to climb back up, you know. But she didn't. She still watches what I know. I've seen her in the comments, so I know she's actually watching this series too. So she's probably watching this. But we've grown from that, so she'll be okay. But the problem is, though, she was not cool with it back then. She did not appreciate it, and our relationship was rocky for a long time after that. But she ended up appreciating it in the long run. I mean, we're grown now, you know, obviously, and so she sees now what she couldn't back then. But it's almost like I kind of see her in Meryl, you know, which is I think that's why I've been so friendship leaning with her, though, because it's kind of like that part of the old me who just wants to support her in her hard time, even if I don't agree with everything that she's saying and doing, you know, or seeing what she's giving up when, truth be told, a lot of the things she's deeming as not that important really will matter to her one day, you know. And I think I just see her in Meryl, you know. But now obviously that person, you know, appreciates what I did, and it worked, you know. Not having that emotional support at every moment something went wrong really taught her what was important to her, you know, that she understood the things that she was kind of giving up for something that truly didn't matter was just not smart, You know, it truly wasn't smart. And sometimes you do just need to have a friend smack some sense into you. You do just kind of need someone to do that for you. And even if that means taking their hands off and letting you, watching you stumble, sometimes that's the best thing you can do for someone. It's kind of like when you're raising a kid and you kind of let them stumble and get themselves back up. You know, obviously you don't do that at first, but as you help them up, and then you take your hands away, they learn to get back up on their own. You know, and that's exactly what happened with her. And that's what I kind of want to do for Meryl. I know this is a video game, you know, and applying real world situations is kind of weird, but hopefully the video game mechanics let me start leaning to rival. And if she starts going too far down the deep path, I won't support it. You know, I do think that even if I have the consequence of Meryl dying or abandoning me and stuff like that, I'll just have to hope she eventually gets better, you know, off on her own. But I do want that to be known that I'm going to start leaning towards rivalry with her, just because I feel that. Again, this isn't me setting anything in stone. If I'm experiencing her story and I still feel friendship's the best option, I will do that. But if she's doing something I don't personally believe is right, I will do rival answers for her. So as long as people understand and don't think it's a strange, you know, switch up and I didn't really explain things, this is why. Just felt like I needed to talk about that. To be fair, the way Hawke acts in Fenris romance, she also needs to be fixed. The rivalmance is brutal. Yeah, I don't have an excuse for that. I mean, you've heard me. That joint is ridiculous, bruh. People need boundaries, our friends and ourselves. Correct. Sorry, FTMI, but people could people on there, you know, what are you saying? It's a really interesting issue with the game. The characters are the best part and deep and complicated and thoughtful, but they're all also often very one note. I think it is one of those dev time things. Unfortunately, there's not much you can really do about it. You know, it's those moments that you really, you know, snap back to reality. Remember, you're playing a video game. Same with Astarion. It's always I can fix them. Yeah, the fun one to fix. My character descended a bit in that game with Astarion, but it's hard to walk away from people that want to be the worst to themselves, even if they want you. But you've got to be aware of your limits and addictions. Hard lesson I've had to learn. It's true. I think it didn't help that, you know, let me not say that. I don't want to get a DM after this stream. Let me not. I will get a DM. Like the Marathari isn't helping. No, and that's the thing though. Sometimes the people who want the best for you also just don't do things right either. Sometimes you want to help somebody and you just don't know how, and so you do it the only way you do know how, and it just doesn't work. That's why it's like, it's okay to want something for people, but high key, sometimes you just don't have what it takes. Sometimes you are just making things worse. People who want to do the best they can for someone can just make things worse, and it's an unfortunate truth. I'm known to be really honest when friends ask my opinion, even if they probably won't like what I say. I try to be thoughtful and not hurtful, but I'll always tell the truth. And I think that's what something most people would agree with. Like if someone, you know, says, hey, do I look all right when y'all are out? Sometimes you got to let them know, brother, you look garbaggio, bro. What are you doing? I mean, you obviously don't need to be that rude about it, but sometimes, you know, the truth really helps. You know, it helps. This is why your playthroughs are the best, man. You really appreciate the characters' motives. As someone who writes characters all day, it's nice to see someone appreciate the nuance. I appreciate that. That really does mean a lot. Nuance, it just means a lot to me. And I know a lot of people didn't like my take on how the romances work in this game, you know, or the friendship rivalry system, even if it's not romance. I don't really like the system because it doesn't leave a lot of room for nuance, you know, and from what I hear, Inquisition fixes it by leaps and bounds. So I am excited to see that. But I do think that sometimes it's best for, you know, nuances, you know, to be applied in situations. I do know there's a lot of dev time things here that unfortunately just leave a lot of things kind of boneless, you know, but yeah, I still think it's largely fine. I write a lot throughout the day too, so I try to at least apply what I learn in somewhat to these playthroughs and stuff too. I don't know. I have this weird thing where I like to make everything I do apply to content in some way, you know, even if I'm just writing my own little stories and stuff like that on Google Docs, you know, it's something I can talk about on stream, or I can just, you know, apply what I learned from writing into how I analyze or break down characters and their motivations and such. So as long as I can do that, I guess. Is this all just a roundabout way to make my story writing be something I can say counts as working? Maybe. Maybe. Hey man, I look, I'm not wasting time writing stories. I'm practicing character analysis by writing, and I'm able to apply that in my live streams when I break down the characters' stories and motivations. That is what I'm truly doing. Yeah. I definitely feel bonded to Mass Effect characters and Dragon Age characters, even when I stumble over their motives. One of the things I love about this game is that it really lets you put yourself in the position of having known these characters for a long time. I think I like it and dislike it in the sense to where it feels like sometimes I'm like, wow, I love how found family these guys kind of feel, but also it feels awkward because these guys also don't feel like they've known each other for this long. You know, because what? It's been 7 years since I got here now. That means I've known Varric for 6 years. I don't feel like I don't feel the 6 years. And realistically, that means it's been around the same, because I met all these guys around this time. They're saying I've known these guys for 6 years. Not believable. I don't feel the 6 years. And again, I know some people might say that's realistic. Fenris has this deep rooted trauma that's gone on for all of his life. Like 6 years makes sense that he's still feeling this way. But I think when you couple that with things we just did in game still being brought up like they just happened, feels awkward, you know, like, bro, why are we still talking about this randomly? Like, that was 3 years ago. That was 3 years ago. Not that you can't still be harping on something that happened that long ago, but still.
Let's see if we can find a few more deposits.
Okay, Shulk. Dude, if I can do a playthrough of FF7 and Xenoblade Chronicles on the channel, I need y'all to watch them, bro. I don't care if you put them up in the background, but if we can have talks like this and stuff during those games, and again, those game stories are good enough to have those kind of talks too. And anybody who's played those games, you know what I'm talking about. You know, we could have talks, some big talks.
How about you?
I think the idea of streaming games I've played but you guys haven't, in the goal to like getting you guys into it and just having really deep discussions into the characters and their motivations, why they act certain ways, just sounds fun. And come on.
Nice work.
I never watched or played those games. I'd watch you. I appreciate that. Thank you. I was talking with friends about like how I've kind of conditioned y'all to be somewhat interested in like and seeing me play those games, and like they hit me with the reality, you know, check too, that like, yeah, it's true they're saying that, but like do not get comfortable until the stream actually happens.
Let's see if we can find a few more deposits.
And I'm like, dude, you're so true.
Watch where you step. Easy as pie.
Dang, you see all them traps, bruh? Where? Any traps?
Get back.
Any mages? No, but we do have rogues, which is annoying. Oh, I'm dead. Wow, I'm be honest, I wasn't paying attention. Pit boss. You're just a little guy though. Let's go and solve this problem here. Ow, man, that hurt. Ooh, Fenris. Fenris. Okay. Okay. Well, if you die, I can always bring you back, but... Neat. Nice job, Varric, finishing off. Is that it? Oh. That's a nice big sword, man. We like big swords. Pause on that. We like big swords. I love me a good big sword. Dang, that's where we came from.
Let's see if we can find a few more deposits.
Okay, Shulk, how many more deposits you want me to get, bruh? I'm gonna hit this just in case. Oh. Ragged scale boots.
That should be plenty. Thank the Maker.
Okay. Oh, Fenris. Oh, Fenris has a questioning beliefs. Oh, well, we are maxed out with him now, so I guess it makes sense. Look at this bag of bones. Yeah, the thing is, Aveline just approaches you very personally, and so does Varric. So I agree, those two do feel the most like you. And I haven't even used Aveline a whole bunch in the game, and I even feel that way about her. That's how you know it was done really well, bro.
I heard the champion is Ferelden, but that's just dumb.
Why would the champion ever be Ferelden? Bone Pit Mines. I didn't think this quest would be this long. I thought it would just be a cutscene.
Drakestone from the Bone Pit.
We're supposed to be starting the DLC, bro. Hopefully we can actually get to it. I mean, I could always just stop doing this quest right now, but I would rather not do that. Mine Massacre. Whoa. What happened over here? Wait. No, wait, it's here. Yeah, and it sucks because I meant for this to be like a 2-hour live stream. Why'd they randomly hold? I didn't do that. That was weird. I literally watched that happen. What is this? Why is it quick saving me? Wait, what is this? Is this story? Oh crap. Dragon in my Dragon Age.
Line them up for me. I'll take them down. Well, we won.
Bro, a little early to say that, don't you think?
Somebody order a shot in the face? That's enough out of you.
Bro, he always does the Shulk scream. It's so good, man. Dang. Was this something I was meant to do right now?
We wrap this up.
Hold on. Oh, that's why we're not doing that much damage. We're both in healing mode right now. Oh, crap. I just got out of healing mode. No. Dang, the heal still went through. Bro, are you gonna Fenris never came back to life, by the way. I watched that. He literally never came back to life. What are we doing here, bro? He literally never came back to life. Oh, crap. Dang, Varric's the major key. We gotta head to this guy. Actually, I don't know if we can head to him from here. You gotta have this joint back by now. I still can't attack you, so I can't attack from that close. Means we can't attack them for now. Okay. Okay, he's probably gonna fly away now. Okay, can we get up there to you or something? Because I can't attack. No, I can't. Is someone still alive or what? Or maybe we're supposed to go around? Dude.
Finished without me.
Bro, you did not get 2 injuries. I don't understand how that's possible. You didn't go down twice. Dang! Fenris.
Let's finish this.
Oh, we can attack him now.
There's a lesson to be learned here. Messing with us is suicide.
Oh, Fenris! Oh, shoot. Heal him, heal him. Okay. He didn't use yell fruit. Okay, he's good, he's good. He always does that. Right after I get out of that phase. And I hasted right as he was leaving. Okay. Okay. Gotta take on the ads now. There's a regular dragon here now. Ow. This'll hurt. This high dragon really likes Varric, bro.
I think I need a rescue here.
Crap, I wasn't paying attention to Fenris, I'm not gonna lie. might be dead here, actually.
Line them up for him. Take them down. I'm your worst nightmare.
Please don't be more. There's more. Bro.
How about you? That's enough.
You need, oh, you don't need the injury kit for some reason. Oh, elf fruit gets rid of injuries as well. You're kind of like a sitting duck out here.
Is everyone
Bro. Okay. Woo! Uh-oh.
Seems we're victorious.
There's a tough fight because of like the different phases and stuff. He's leaving. Oh, I hate this part. And we gotta deal with the dragonlings again.
I'm losing my... Line them up for him. I'll take them down.
It's done. Good. I thought he was going to do that. Just wanted to make sure. That's why I hesitated for a second. Move, 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 move. Using this on me. Oh, I love walking into that. They don't stack. Okay. Didn't realize they don't both stack. All good. Yeah, I know it's pretty late. We're probably in somewhat soonish too. I know it's a really short stream, but I'm honestly trying my best to stay awake right now too. We had good talks though. And it was barely a Dragon Age stream though, which sucks. I might just call this like a... Ooh, hold up. Ow. Oh my gosh, bro.
Oh, please. Bianca can handle this herself. Bianca, baby, introduce yourself. Once more of this, and all I'll be able My arm is going to fall.
I think we all avoided that one. Haystacks, okay. Oh my gosh. Thank you. And I got you. Okay. Crap. Get up. Dang, I'm mad that stunned me. There we go. Dead. Let's go. That wasn't too bad.
Anyone need
Dang.
healing?
Dragon Slayer. Quest updated Mind Massacre. Turn to Hubert in Hightown's Market by day. I didn't even know we had that quest. I'm gonna be honest. Dragon's Blood. High Dragon Fire Gland. Bro, it sounded like somebody leveled up, but they didn't. Dang. We did our thing though. First try? Come on, man. On hard mode? First try on hard mode? We kind of did our thing. I feel like that was a more complex fight than even like Morgan's mom. You know, because the different phases were kind of brutal. You know, where you have to deal with all the dragons and dragonlings and stuff while he's still pelting you with fire and unable to be attacked. Like other enemies, when they're doing stuff like that, you can kind of like stave off the worst of it by just like using something that really stops people in their tracks, like Winter's Grasp or something.
Are you ready to go in?
Yeah.
Ready as I'll ever be.
We'll have to look for Drakestone deposits along the sides.
Oh, duh. Oh, was that his last one? Oh, shoot. Let's go. And we can actually put we could put a thing in there too. Cool. The 88 attack is just really good. Does that help his DPS though? It does have higher DPS. This actually has higher. Problem is you don't get the extra as much stamina and crit damage. I think this is still worth actually putting on for him. And he can't wear any armor. Plus 20 attack. Most of the crap I have don't matter. So, okay, yeah, he's doing pretty good. Thanks for telling me that, because I honestly didn't notice. Ah, crap. Warden's Oath. Didn't we have that one before?
Not surprised to take it.
Ow. Stay back. I just did this 2 days ago. Remember this? Just started Dragon Age Inquisition again today. Yo, nice. Hawke the Three Husbands. That's what it looks like. This is my favorite part. Oh, everybody leveled up then. We got enough XP for everybody.
This looks like a Drakestone deposit. I need a scraping from the deepest part. There should be more further in.
Let's look. Let's keep pushing magic. Second chance. Ooh, heals significantly more. Arcane shield. Maybe I should become the bubble dude, bro. Maybe I should. I should also get myself some rock armor at some point, but realistically, I think we've been okay. That's a pretty big thing right there. So what about you? I don't want to sacrifice my own HP. Chain lightning. Arcane shield might be the move. And then for you, let's keep pushing your strength up. Wait. Oh crap, I locked it in. I was like, wait a second, I need to give you willpower. That's why you got so little stamina. Regeneration, battle synergy, last push. Become available more quickly. 60 seconds, and that makes it 45. Thing is, Fenris doesn't do a whole bunch of damage, but he does make him, he does consistently do it. Let's do this. And then for you, let's get your dexterity up. Oh, subtlety. Yes, sir. That's what I need from you. That's what I need. Oh yes. Oh yes, I'm absolutely doing Inquisition. Absolutely. That's not something you gotta wonder, I promise you. It might not happen immediately, but it's gonna happen for sure. Dang.
There should be more further in.
Bro, what y'all doing if y'all see giant spiders like that? I'm out here about to start crawling on all fours, acting like I'm a spider. That's what I'm gonna do. Maybe I could trick them. As big as these dudes are, they might have brains bigger than me though. Hello?
There should be more further in.
Good. Grab all of that. Enemies here?
That's just rude.
Ooh. Hold. There. Now don't hold anymore. This combat is so much faster than Origins. Origins like could get speedy with haste, but like Origins is a slow game. It's a game. It's a meticulous game, you know. And that
further in.
Calling it slow isn't like an insult, by the way.
We're good to go.
Nice. Oh no, it'll be a live stream series, just like this one.
Someone's left it.
I saw it, but that's my fault. That's my fault, OG. Oh crap. Bianca's starting to get bored, then he immediately dies. Oh my gosh, bro. Whoa, let's chill. Let's chill on that. No, wait.
This is going badly.
Bro, I literally couldn't get up.
No!
Why are you? Oh, he's stuck. What? Well, that was weird. I couldn't move. No. Wait. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna sit here until my meter comes back. We're about to sit here for almost 2 minutes. So how are you guys doing today? You can't come up here, so yeah, he can't come up here. He's attracting it's funny how I just gave him subtlety too, which is supposed to let all of his attacks draw way less aggro, and it was on him as soon as he did one move. Like all my kids, they all love creepy crawly things. They don't fully bother me. I love Origins the most out of the 4 games, but man, the animations look as if the characters are swinging around the heaviest weapons known to man. Some of them are pretty funny. Dude, I'm really tired today. It's funny because even though I say I'm gonna go right to bed after this, I know that I'll still at least finish the Final Fantasy 15 and 16 segment of my script and then go to sleep. Just getting up for work and you guys are still streaming. Yes, I'm from Europe. Yeah, you guys are on a very different time than me. It's almost 10:30 p.m. now. And I'm probably gonna end stream after this, but I've been holding a yawn for a while.
Seems you won the day.
Who's being attacked? You guys might be cooked, by the way. Barrick. Oh my gosh, Varric, I don't understand why you draw so much aggro. I don't understand. You should not be drawing this much aggro. You draw so much aggro, it's like not even funny, bruh. Bro, maybe I can do. I literally was stuck in a corner, bro. I literally couldn't move.
You got back! You bastard!
Healing would be welcome.
Oh, my spirit healer passive. Yeah, they didn't get injured. Yeah, thy very presence makes it hard for y'all to take an L of that nature. You love to see that, actually. We very much love to see that. This leads all the way back to here that we already saw. Missed a lot. Hi guys. Yeah, I'm not feeling the best this stream, unfortunately, so I'm probably gonna end up cutting it off. We didn't do the DLC. Whoop-de-doo. Surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise, it didn't happen. But we did fight a high dragon, which was nuts. That was a tough fight, but we did beat it. First try hard mode.
I wouldn't have asked just anyone to venture in there for me. There is one more thing, but we must discuss it privately.
Yeah, this is going to be one of those things where you get to choose. Mind Massacre. Wait. Why is it acting like the dragon's still down there? There ain't no way that dude is still down there, right? That shouldn't be possible, right? That shouldn't be possible. I defeated the high dragon. Yeah, all the corpses are still here. What's going on? Did I not pick something up? What's going on? Okay. I guess it's okay. Don't know why the arrows still haven't disappeared. I mean to ask you, I've been a member supporter for almost 2 years. Is it better for you to do that through YouTube or Patreon? I kind of hate this question because, being honest, the best, how do I say this? if it's YouTube, it's basically never the best option. As crazy as that sounds, it's practically, I know a lot of people don't know that, and most creators don't talk about it because, you know, not to say it's taboo, but like it's inconvenient for a lot of people, you know. Patreon is always by far, no, it's not a bad place to ask. It's just a hard question to answer. For most creators think in terms of what's best for the viewer, you know, and I always consider what's best for you guys. But I'm gonna be honest, members are really hard to cater for, you know, on my channel. They just are. But if you want to know the ugly truth of YouTube, that again, you don't have to just hear from me. You can ask any other YouTuber who's monetized. They will tell you the exact same thing. YouTube options in terms of optional support is always worse because YouTube and Google take a cut of basically everything. Let's say, for example, you become a $5 member on YouTube. The creator's basically getting half of that because YouTube and Google take the other half and split it amongst themselves. You know, so that and it works like that for everything. Say you just did a regular donation or you did a super chat, you know, they take basically half of it every time. But if you were to do Patreon for $5, then the creator gets the whole $5. They don't take a cut like that. Nothing grand. Because there are a lot of other creators who are pretty vocal about that kind of thing, and I actually used to be pretty vocal about it too, because realistically I didn't know about it back then, and when I found out, that's why I became so vocal. Like realistically, again, I watch a lot of YouTube and streamers and stuff too, and like the thing is, when you donate to somebody, you want to give them that money because you want to support them, you know. But it's scummy when these companies take so much of a cut out of their stuff that it feels like half of what I freaking donated didn't even go who I wanted it to go to, you know, and that's very frustrating, you know, and a lot of people don't like to bring it up because it's an awkward thing to bring up, you know. It makes it's not that people won't believe you, it's just, okay, if you do want to support me, somebody's already wanting to support you is like a big thing. Most people don't even, you know, do that because they don't have to, you know. That they never have to. But if you want to donate to somebody, then yeah, you're giving your money, and half of that is not even going to the creator. And once you're big enough, you can talk with YouTube to change what the percentage is, but they'll always take a decent chunk. Even the biggest of creators are going to get at least 30% taken, that's for sure, you know. And of course, the bigger your donation, the more they're taking. So yeah, the non-YouTube supporting option is always best because they just can't control that, you know. Like that's why Patreon is kind of an option, you know, and why you always heard me talk about becoming a patron for this and this, and I don't bring up members often, you know, is because quite frankly I want to subtly encourage people to become, if they want to do anything and support me in any other way besides subscribing to the freaking channel, I would rather them do Patreon, because your money is actually going to who you want it to go to, you know. But I also don't want to come off as, guys, go ahead and, you know, become patron, you know, all that money, you know. I don't want to seem like that. But again, I feel like most of my community should know by this point I'm not really like that. And in videos, I brought it up once a video just because that's your due diligence as a creator, you know. But when I stream, you never hear me bring it up. Like I don't even ask you guys to subscribe very often. You'll hear me say, like, in a hype moment, if y'all ain't hit the like button yet, then I don't know what else I gotta do, you know. But you don't hear me do the like and subscribe when I'm streaming or go to Patreon, because realistically a dude's gotta go a little bit further in the freaking description. They gotta hit that, make an account with Patreon. What the freak is this website? You know, I got to put my info in, you know, to subscribe to this guy or whatever on Patreon, you know. And it's just like, I get it. I totally get it, you know. But as somebody who's kind of tapped in, I just don't feel inconvenienced by it when I'm others. I'm a Patreon subscriber for multiple people. You know, we talk about Apocalypse here because a lot of you guys watch his channel too. I'm a patron for him, you know, just because, again, I like to give back to creators I feel are really, you know, keeping classic YouTube alive, man. You know, I don't watch every single one of his videos anymore, but he's a creator I immensely respect for his craft, you know, and I want to be a patron because I want to support it. You know, I want him to be able to keep doing what he's doing. You know, I know this dude don't know me, you know, but he doesn't really have to. I like his content, and I like who he presents himself to be, and I like what he does on his channel. You know, I want to support him where I can. You know, same thing with Some Call Me Johnny. Some Call Me Johnny. I'm gonna be honest, that YouTuber is probably why I'm freaking here right now, man. There were so many days I was so depressed, so upset. You know, his videos, doesn't matter which one, every video makes me happy. Every single one. Genuinely every single one. He took me through some of the darkest of times and seeing me almost grow up. I was an adult when I found him, but I was such a different person back then. So like when he finally made a Patreon after doing this for like 10 years, I was there day one to support him for sure. But again, this isn't my way of telling you to switch to Patreon. If being a member is more convenient for you, being anything at all, you know, I'm grateful for it. But if being a member is more, you know, if it's more convenient for you, literally don't change it. I'm not sweating it that much. You know I bring it up occasionally and stuff like that, you know, but the only thing I'll ever ask somebody to do is genuinely just enjoy the videos, you know, because views on, like, we're kind of talking taboo topics here, but we're already going to end the stream at some point after this quest. But the thing is, views are king. You know, like, as long as my channel is monetized and there are ads running, you know, I will get paid. You know, of course, YouTube determines how that's going to be. And I will say that my channel is just kind of more blessed in this kind of content than maybe some others, if my friends are anything to go by. My videos, the amount I'm paid per 1,000 views is significantly more than a lot of my contemporaries, and I don't know why, but it just is. The problem with my stuff, at least over the last like couple years, is that like my videos don't have as nearly as many views as some of my contemporaries do, but it didn't always matter because the amount I'm paid for the same amount of work was just higher. That's why, if you ever wondered why my videos were so long, that was part of the reason why, because that number that because again, it changes per video. One video you could get paid $16 per 1,000 views, another one you could get paid $2. You know, I'm not kidding. Most gaming channels probably get paid $2 to $3 per 1,000 views. So you could calculate yourself how much money some of these YouTubers are making just with that. Of course, no, most people don't talk about that kind of thing, but I've been in the game a long time, you know, and I've talked to a lot of different kinds of creators of different sizes. A lot of gaming channels do just simply make around anywhere between $2 to maybe $5 per 1,000 views. So a lot of them ain't rolling in as much as it seems, you know, but that's why a lot of YouTubers care about views, because even if you don't get paid that much, as long as you keep getting more views, then you can be a bit more comfortable, you know. But that's why a lot of creators like really talk about Patreon these days and stuff, because real talk, YouTube limits our creativity a lot, and some things just ain't easy to do. For example, if when Dragon Age 2 ends, I decide to do Final Fantasy 7, but instead of having like 30 to 60 viewers, I get like 10 to 20 viewers a stream. That makes the amount of money I'm paid per 1,000 views on these streams significantly less, you know. Like I might only be getting $5 per it. Like, say for example, and different mediums could matter. For example, I'll give you guys a little insight. We're talking YouTube stuff. No, but you're good, Dorian. Just to give a little bit of an example, in Dragon Age Origins, I was getting, that series consistently was hitting about $17 per 1,000 views. And then this game, while I'm streaming it, has been around $5 or $6 per 1,000 views. And I think that's quite frankly because I'm streaming it. But realistically, I think the watch time on videos is just longer than streams, because it's nice to chat and stuff, but it's a lot more casual. It's easy to just dip in and dip out of a stream, you know, because it's just like a chat room in some way. While a video, it's something you're actually engaging with, like when watching, even if you're not like talking. So that's probably how YouTube divides it. But yeah, that's why, again, a lot of people talk about and want you to sub to their Patreon and stuff, simply just because you don't have to worry about things doing bad anymore. If you're making enough on Patreon every month, you don't have to worry about views anymore. I've seen dudes on this platform who, depending on the kind of content they do, they make dang near nothing from YouTube anymore. You know, if you watch a lot of reaction channels that react to movies and TV shows, they're probably not making nothing on YouTube, you know, because it's really hard. They do all this stuff to try to avoid copyright, but they probably still got copyrighted anyway, and they make nothing from the video, you know. But that's why their Patreons and stuff pop off, because they're unedited, full movie and TV show reactions, music reactions, etc. You know, that's how they have to get paid. Any other way just doesn't work, you know. But again, this isn't me trying to like push it or anything like that. You know, I don't bring it up, you know, just because, quite frankly, I don't want to add another stress or inconvenience to people, you know. It's just not something I want to do. I bring it up in videos and stuff like that because I quite frankly have to. But yeah, in the question of what's better, becoming a YouTube member or a patron, Patreon is always the better option. Your money is actually going to the creator. You don't have to worry about Patreon taking a big cut the way Google and YouTube do. You know, it just goes the right place. Don't worry about it, us A's. Just forgot how brutal the adpocalypse was. Oh yeah, it was probably even worse than you think. I know how important Patreon is for YouTubers who make this their job. YouTube is so terrible with properly paying their creators for their time and effort. I mean, in the end, there's nothing anybody can really do about it. And you know, in YouTube's eyes, if you're not getting views, then it's your fault. It is your fault. The only problem is it just sucks that when a good video doesn't, you know, do well, which every YouTuber has experience with, I'm sure.
There is one more thing I would ask of you, Hawke. And I can't tell you why. I must get inside the Chantry without being seen. Will you talk to the Grand Cleric for me? Distract her long enough for me to do what must be done.
What do you want me to talk about?
Food? The weather? What does it matter? No, talk of mages. Give her one final chance to hear what we have suffered. To pick a side. Perhaps she'll be more inclined to listen to you.
Tell me your plan.
You would not thank me if I told you. If you support freedom for mages, help me. That's all I can say.
What is it you don't want me to see?
You said you believe in me. Again and again you have shown your support for mages. Then trust me now. I am doing only what is necessary.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't trust him. I'm gonna be honest, I don't trust him. You know, and I feel like it sucks to not trust him, but I feel like it sucks to not trust him. You know, because what else do you the only thing I can really say is that if he's this content, the problem I have is actually why he said this in the first place. The biggest thing is the biggest problem with this is that I've supported him every step of the way here, but the problem is he doesn't fully the fact that he can't tell me this now is very suspicious. I'd roll to see where this go. What, like use like a dice or something? You want me to use like a dice or something? Maybe we could. Like, again, like the problem is if you love that I've been so, you know, like the fact that you like, I don't know. It's just weird that he would be this way. Is there even a potion?
Was this ever about you and Justice? Or have you lied this whole time?
I lied. There is no potion. But what we have gathered will bring freedom for more than just me and Justice. It will help mages throughout Thedas. In the face of that, one lie means little.
Why don't you trust me?
I can't act blindly. Tell me your plan.
I am taking a risk. I would not see you drawn into it. But maybe your support of mages ends at talk. It's easier to support freedom if no one must die to achieve it. You cannot pretend friendship, then stop now.
I am your friend.
Being a friend doesn't mean I have to agree with your every decision.
You cannot care for me and despise what I stand for.
I don't.
I am the cause of mages. There is nothing else inside me. Will you aid us now? Or does your support stop at the Chantry door?
Ah, man. I do appreciate him being truthful about it. It's like, what's your knee-jerk reaction? Go with it. I don't know. The problem, I'm taking a risk, but I'm not telling you what it is I'm doing. The problem is if you're not willing to I mean, we've already done some big things. If what you're doing is so bad that you don't even want me to be attached to it from an outsider's perspective, then that means you must be doing pretty drastic. And if I were to use context clues, the only thing, and if we look at all the things we were trying to gather, it almost like he's trying to build something in particular. Especially since he said there's no potion, the only thing that he could be trying to do is try to build something that can hurt the Chantry in particular. That's why he needs to get in and not be seen. The problem is there's no way to not attach me to it if I'm there at the Chantry when it happens. And the only thing that could happen there after knowing that is try to blow up the Chantry. That's the only thing I can think of. Maybe poison their water supply or put rat poison in their food maybe, but I think that's not what he's trying to do. I think it makes more sense for him to have been building a bomb of some kind and try to blow up the Chantry. Again, every bit of context clues just makes that make sense. It's the only thing I can think of. If there's no potion, we're gathering a bunch of different ingredients throughout the mines and having to deal with dragons. It's the only thing that makes sense. He doesn't want me involved. He doesn't want to tell me about it because he knows I'm going to say no, but he still needs me to be there to distract the person so he can get away with it, and he needs a way in and out without being caught. And if he's not going to kill someone in particular, and it can't be, you know, the Grand Cleric, because I'll be with the Grand Cleric. Killing her would be the only real means that would make any sense. So the only thing, if he's not doing that, the only thing that makes sense would be to blow up the Chantry. That's the only thing that it could possibly be. I've deliberated this. I cannot fathom it being anything else. I can't fathom it being anything else. He's going to blow up the Chantry. That's exactly what he's trying to do. And I don't think that's a good decision. I'm going to be honest. I don't think that's how you win this. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I think I'm going to say no. I think I'm going to say no. And I think it's going to cut off his friendship. Maybe he'll even leave the party. This game is doing something that I really appreciate. And I think this is like a better way than Mass Effect 2 does things, is that Mass Effect kind of reminds me of Persona in the sense to where you kind of just have to say yes to everybody throughout their friendship and stuff like that in order to like in Mass Effect had the loyalty missions and stuff, and you wanted to secure the loyalty of your party and stuff by doing their missions and kind of getting on their good side by the end. So but they use that in a way by keeping them alive or not by the end. If you brought a character into the suicide mission like in ME2 and you didn't do their loyalty mission, then they could flat out just die. Certain characters were guaranteed to die if their loyalty wasn't done. You know, someone like Jack, like I'm pretty sure Jack dies super early, or Kasumi, one of them, they die super early, like before you even, you know, touch down land. I'm pretty sure they can die just in the ship. But even then, if it was a character who weren't specific ones who die on the ship, some of them, depending on the choices you make there, that if they were loyal and you pick them to do this part, they can still survive. But if they weren't loyal and they do this same thing, then they would die during it. And I'm wondering if Dragon Age 2 is the progenitor to this, because I'm pretty sure this came out before Mass Effect 2. So maybe this is where that went. But I actually think I like how this is doing it now, because it's making me debate whether it's worth, you know, doing that. You know, what are the consequences of him blowing up the Chantry? What are the consequences? And something tells me that it's just going to be a lot harder for mages around here. A lot of mages just want to live in peace, man. But this dude is the Malcolm X of mages and wants problems, bro. It came out a year after. Interesting. Okay, maybe that explains why it's better. Yeah, it almost makes me wish I did rivalry with Anders, because I want to challenge his viewpoint. I've cultivated Anders to be this radical mage. He thinks he is the mage's cause, and that right there is the core of his problem. He thinks of himself as the physical embodiment of what mages stand for: freedom, peace for themselves, and willing to do anything it takes for all of these people who are oppressed, which is an, you know, a interesting thought. You know, it's okay to want to be that for people, but you have to understand that, like, there is an extent, you know, there is an extent to everything. Yeah, he is obsessive, he is extreme, and I feel like I've done nothing but enable him most of the game. I'm sorry if I did spoil Emmy to anybody. I often talk about games we've played on the channel, like everybody was there for that. I think I like this game more than Mass Effect 1. I think I like Origins and Mass Effect 2 more than I think I like Origins and Dragon Age 2 more than Mass Effect 1. But I think if I replay Mass Effect 1, I might not feel that way. I think, but if I replay Mass Effect 1, I'll like it more than this. But I can only go based off of how I felt like 2 years ago, you know? I'm going to say no.
That's unfair. I will not be blackmailed into aiding some mad scheme. You're on your own.
I have always been on my own. For a time, I just forgot. It doesn't matter what I do now. The wheels are in motion.
Okay. Of Magneto, you actually you might be right. He actually is a lot like him. I wish I did Rivalmance with him. I think Justice being a spirit has a single-minded purpose. I think Anders merging with Justice has gained that one-track mind, so to say. You might be right. Anders kind of reminds you of Magneto. You're definitely right about that. Taking all the BioWare games I've ever played without seeing the OG Mass Effect trilogy as one thing, Dragon Age Origins is my favorite BioWare product. I can believe that. It's one of the best games I've ever played. I mean, it's hard to separate the 3 OG trilogy games. I tend to consider them all one thing. I'm unsure if Dragon Age will be a series I prefer overall to Mass Effect. The thing is, every Mass Effect game is good, you know, and you can argue something about Mass Effect 3, but Mass Effect 3 was an incredible game to me. Like, I don't buy into the hate. That joint was gas.
So, the Knight Commander. Boiling in oil? That one never gets old.
This is past time for joking.
I'm helping you indulge in elaborate revenge fantasies. I think it's good for you.
Meredith will die. Do not doubt that.
Oh, go away, Justice. Can Anders come out and play?
Stop.
You are no fun anymore.
I've messed this dude up, man. This is the first game that makes me regret how I executed characters and stuff. You know, it's not like Mass Effect to where it was one track, you know, where I just blindly picked the Paragon option every time because it was what these people needed. They needed a Paragon in their lives, and that's not what this game is trying to do. It doesn't want to be that, and I kind of love it for that. Interesting. We got something at home.
I heard about the business in the square, Monsieur. I hope there's no trouble from it. Now that you're the champion of Kirkwall, seems everyone wants something, don't they? Oh.
Bro, I've been the champion of Kirkwall for 3 years.
Would have been very proud.
Here, boy. I've something to wet your teeth on. Freshly confiscated mutton just for you. Have at it. Just checking on my best guardsman. He's helping the men to learn healthy respect and how to run.
Okay, champion, I require your assistance in a matter of great urgency. Please report to the Templar in the hall, the Templar Hall in the Gallows at your earliest convenience. Knight Commander Meredith. Who needs rescuing? Champion, you simply must help me. My daughter Orlana was abducted by foul bandits. One of my servants discovered she was taken somewhere on the Wounded Coast. Wait, hold on. We actually have that one already. Mr. Hawke, maybe you don't remember me. We met briefly, and though it was the most important moment of my life, you changed so many lives that you probably can't keep them all straight. You rescued me from Sir Ulrich, and you told me to leave Kirkwall. I wanted to tell you that I have. I won't say where I am now, but I'm free, and I'm not looking back. I've heard the rumors. Terrible days are coming. I pray for the safety of my family and all the souls in Kirkwall, especially for you. May Andraste keep you safe from harm. Sincerely, Ella. Glad you ended up getting out. Dear Hawke, or is it Champion Hawke now? The story of how you handled the era shock is very popular here. There are a few things that adventurers love more than a tale of Qunari defeat. To say the Imperium is a strange place would be a vast understatement. Men and women work magic in the streets while their slaves look on. I watched my own master kill a rival magister in a duel just days ago. Sometimes I look around and think I understand the Templars back in Kirkwall. My studies are going well. My dreams don't trouble me as much these days. I'm hopeful that in time I'll master myself. I just want to thank you. I owe you more than my life. I owe you my mind and my future. Benriel. That's nice. I really hope we get to see Teventer. If I have one wish for the next game, it is that we get to go to Teventer. I think that would be very nice. We were going to do the DLCs, but not anymore. Not anymore. It's there. Interest rates are the lowest they've been in 200 years, making this the perfect time to take out a mortgage on your estate. The next Viscount will likely raise rates, and if you wait too long, this chance will pass you by. When the Chancery demands tithes on all Hightown estates, where will you be? The lending house of Tankum, Salmer, and Grease can take you through the process of mortgaging your estate with ease and confidence, leaving you with nothing to do but admire your wealth. Speak to our accountant in the Dwarven Merchants Guild free for our consultation before time runs out. Champion, you deserve your new title. Despite what Knight Commander Meredith might prefer, you and I both know what would happen had you had not been there to face the Qunari. I'm sure you've received no shortage of accolades from the powers that be in this city. For what it's worth, I'm sending a gift from the Circle of Magi too. Use it well. Regards, First Enchanter Orsino. To the Champion of Kirkwall, you've done so much for so many people, so you probably don't remember me, but you saved my life. I've spent 3 years thinking about what that awful Lord Harriman might have done to me. Surely the Maker sent you to shine his light on that madhouse. When I left and walked into the sun, it was like waking from a nightmare. I don't know how we endured it. That place was a spider's web, and we were the flies. I don't know where to go at first. I didn't know where to go at first, but I ended up seeking shelter at the Chantry in Starkhaven. I'm a sister now, and I take my vows next month. They give me a chance to pay back the good fortune you gave me, and they even taught me to read and write. Me, the daughter of a washerwoman. With eternal gratitude, Sister Ariel. That was sweet. I like it when they do this. Mass Effect started doing that with Mass Effect 2 as well, and I really appreciated that. It gives you, again, a reason to do all the things you do. Six Sovereign. 6, 7. Oh, we're actually strong enough to take this now. We're actually strong enough to take some of this stuff. I forgot, we haven't really been coming back to this stuff really, but we are strong enough for some of this stuff now. I hate that it's exclusive to Warrior. The Apostate's Legacy. Some of this stuff was, wow, that's a pretty good, wow. Whoa, I can actually use some of this stuff now. That's kind of nuts that I can kind of use some of this stuff now. Whoa. What? Are you kidding me, bro? Hold up, buddy. I just leveled up, bro. I completed the mage pack. I didn't get it. Hold up, bro. Having those quest markers is mad annoying. I think somebody kind of mentioned that. I just didn't do anything about it. I just didn't do nothing about it, bro. I was like, you know what? That's fine, bro. That's fine. That's fine. 5% chance to stun is pretty neat. Robes of the Champion. Sheesh, bro. Sheesh. Robes of the Champion. Sheesh, bro. Shit, 307. You gotta be out your mind, bruh. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That joint is nuts. That joint is nuts, bro. The Apostate's Mask, Wisdom's Eye. That joint is nuts, bro. I don't even remember the name of the gauntlets I grabbed. Actually, I don't think I grabbed any. Yeah, we'll be ending after I put this stuff together. I think everybody's feeling something similar right now. But have a good one, Lisa. I really can't grab any. $21.40. The thing is, this sucks. Blood Dragon armor. I'm gonna grab this for, oh, my inventory's full. That hasn't happened before. I haven't actually had that happen to me. I have not had that actually happen to me. I'm just gonna throw everything in there besides some of the regular stuff. Emerald Knight, Warden's Promise. That was what I got. A lot of dudes actually do be doing them like sleeping on stream stuff. I mean, not that I'm against it. It's just not something I'd do. Oh man, this is actually pretty nice. 38 strength is crazy. The Edge of Night. Well, we don't have anybody who uses daggers anymore, so whoops. Just keep the best one. I gotta try some of this stuff with Fenris. Nightingale, and nobody else can use any of this stuff, so but at least I have it. Don't think any of this is something I can use realistically. Can't use that, and it's too weak anyway. That back, weak, can't use that. Weak, weak, weak. A lot of this stuff is just getting moved, bruh. A lot of this stuff is just getting moved. It's like, dude, imagine how much money I would have if I sold this stuff. Nope. And that'll get sold. I'm gonna be honest, I don't like sleeping even in front of the even family. Okay, now I'm gonna go outside. Bring my homies with me. Now let's go to Lowtown because we're just over here. We should have went to Hightown. Okay. Now, whoa, that's what I look like. Ugh. Ugh. Oh yeah, I gotta put a bunch of stuff in there. Okay, so what about this for you? Oh man, 11% attack speed. Brother, that joint is nuts, bro. Look at that sword. It looks like I'm at a monster hunter. That joint is nice. That's nice. Oh man, he's okay. He's kind of nuts, realistically. Plus 20 attack. Oh shoot, with mana. Oh my, oh, it's a belt. Dang it. Wait, 23 attack, crit chance, physical damage. You do lose a little bit of damage. 95, 797, 787, 264, 254. You have a little bit less HP. Yeah, because this doesn't actually. So wait, this gives you 146, 133. So why have the other one on? This is literally just better. 20 attack, 8 stamina. Attack. Ugh.
You've been glowering for days. Your face is gonna get stuck that way.
My face is the least of my concerns right now.
That's because you don't have to look at it. If you could see it from this angle, Blondie, it'd be at least a close second on your priority list.
I mean, he's cooked. He's probably gonna die now because of me, but it's not much I can do about that now, man. It's my fault for being his lifeline for so long. Sometimes you gotta let people fall so they can face reality. Not much I can really do about that. Not anymore. Actually sounds pretty fun.
I hope all is well.
Okay, now I want to do runes. What do I have? Oh, Fenris doesn't have anything. Fenris doesn't have anything. So what do I have? Actually, I don't think
I can
mine doesn't allow it.
for you.
I do need another staff at some point, but I do like this one. I do like that. This one needs something. Dang, we don't got nothing, bro. I'm gonna need. Yeah, I'm gonna need at least about 6.
I can make it for you.
1, 2. I wish there was frost damage. That increases crit chance. Frost warding. I wish there was fire warding. Probably is. Dude, my brain is like barely working right now. I think I'm appearing pretty decent though at the moment. Actually, I'll give him these because he's the one who needs it more. Wait, but what about the ones for critical attack? Impact that adds physical damage. Okay, well, we got to get the physical damage up. There. And now for this, I'll give myself defense. Well, armor is the most important stat, right? D2 armor stat. I always have to keep. Yes, this is the armor is more important. At least for me, I feel. Armor and then armor. We can do defense. I do think we need some more armor. Always need some of these. I actually probably didn't need to make some because we put some away before and I just remembered. Okay. There you go. Gloves of the champion. Okay. Armor. I mean, yeah, armor. Then here. Everybody's good. Everybody's good. This is one of these weapons I do want to give to them. Oathbreaker, the weight, Edge of Night. This one I want to give impact.
take it for you.
You already did, buddy. So let's put this away and this away. This is what she's probably going to use. I'll put this away for now as well. The Edge of Night is really good though, man. No, take from here first. No, we do actually have to make it. Okay. And come here. No, it's Edge of Night. Let's do impact, impact.
You like the shiny?
The bow I have, he can't put anything in. So I do want to go and let's bring Aveline, Sebastian, I guess Meryl, just to do something. Just to do something. All right, Halo, have a good one. Okay, so well, let's do your levels first. Okay, and we got 2 bodyguard. Disorients. Assault and battery is crazy. Assault and battery is crazy. You're a rogue, so I do want to get your... Dang, was it really worth doing that? Yeah, it was. Every rogue needs to be able to do that bare minimum for me. Okay. Take all of those. Evade. No. Passive. Just give him that to complete that tree. Stealth. That's more important because it's like bare minimum. She's got a ton of willpower and magic power right now. That joint's kind of nuts. But we got to give her this, and this. There we go. Actually, I can't see him from here, but now we can focus on this. I'm going to give you Edge of Night because the attack speed is actually really good. Wait, what's your attack if I put this here? 777. Oh, that's actually a huge drop. 749. 77. Dang, that joint is actually... Wait, hold on. What I gave you is actually really strong. It hasn't been that long since I gave you some new stuff, so guess that makes sense. Health, attack. Dang, what you got is just good. Dang, hold up. The stuff you have is just really good. You have some of the best stuff in the game. Wow. Okay, I really don't need to do anything else for you. Sebastian, you can't even use this because your dex is not at 39, which does suck. But what you have is pretty great. What you have is great. I don't feel the need to really change it because they do some good stuff for you. That's a belt. Keep forgetting. Okay, I don't really actually have to change much about their stuff. Everybody's kind of has what they really need. Oh, you need a new staff. Actually, 30 damage, bruh. We can do better than that. What's up, Tor? We can do better than that. We can definitely do better than that. Let's put this stuff away because we're not going to use that. We can do better than that. We need a good staff, something that does some good stuff. These are all 50 nature damage. Nature damage is probably what you need anyway. Now we're getting lower and lower. Yeah, let's just throw that on her. Everything else is pretty good. It does suck that you can't use something that has like slots on it. But that's just how life goes. All right.
If you need me for anything, by all means, let me know.
Bro, your freaking son is more useful. Tasted like a cigarette. That's kind of crazy. Okay. This is significantly stronger than what you had right now. Significantly stronger. Yeah, hopefully we don't get jumped, but I do want to stop by here.
The champion.
Yep, that's me. Regret. Oh. I don't know why my brain, that's how I know I'm tired. I saw Harlan's jackboots and in my head it translated that to Hugh Jackman. I will not explain further. Backpack. Yes, 100. Oh, thank you for the backpack.
There are so many things. I don't even know what any of it is.
Inscribed, etched. That's actually pretty good too. It's actually probably better than what she actually has on right now. Nah, it gives extra fire damage too. It has a little extra DPS, but I don't think it's fully worth. Oh. 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 Injury kids. We need some stamina stuff because we don't got nothing, bro.
Champion.
You got anything I could use or for something else? Another character, an upgrade or something? Doesn't look like it.
Could I interest?
You're worthless before you're champion. Worthless. Kunari sword. Oh man, I want this. I don't have enough. Can I sell something else? I don't have anything else on me. Bro, I'll sell this joint. I'll sell this too. Hold up, isn't this what my brother gave me? He gave me one of these. He gave me one of these. I'm gonna keep this.
You or your companions in some new armor?
Okay, everybody should have something pretty decent for them now. I know. I'm gonna handle the great storage wars off screen. Dude, I'm telling you, one of these days I'm gonna come on a Dragon Age stream and I'm just gonna have so much money that it's gonna look like freaking Cheat Engine or something, bro. It's gonna look like Game Genie or Game Sharks, bro. That's how much money I'm about to have. Dude, do you see all the stuff I have in my inventory, man? And that's just that. If I look at the actual weapons, bro, or the armors, I mean, there's a lot of DLC stuff, so they might not give me a lot for DLCs, but it's my stuff. Oh man, that's funny. I'm gonna consider this. I don't remember what episode we're on for this series. After like 6 streams or so, I honestly like lose track. This is supposed to be episode 10. This is our 10th time streaming this game. I'm going to call this episode 9.5. This was kind of a filler episode. I mean, we did fight the dragon and we did like Anders' quest, but that's basically it. Hawke needs to set up a yard sale. You right. Okay, so tomorrow, like next stream for sure. I'm not streaming tomorrow because I have to be on my my friend P Cody Matt's channel for us playing more Final Fantasy 3. But other than that, yeah, I'll be live probably Wednesday. So y'all gotta go a day without me. That'll at least give people time to check out this stream and the last one if they haven't already. Maybe by then we'll have the video out, but even once the Final Fantasy video is scripted, I gotta actually go and grab at least some footage of every Final Fantasy game. That's gonna be an entire day to itself. So I'm aiming to stream Wednesday, but if I don't, know that that's probably why. So yeah, I don't know. I think some people would be like, dang, it kind of sucks that we didn't really do much in this stream. A lot of the stream was me goofing around for 40 minutes at the beginning, and then we stopped for 30 minutes to talk about the nature of relationships and Meryl's quest. And I feel like, yeah, you're right. Filler episodes is kind of important. You know, like we had a Skyrim filler episode, and that was a lot of people's favorite episode of that series. So maybe this will be another one. I won't call it the filler episode like I did there, but because that might make people actually think they shouldn't watch it. But maybe I'll just call it 9.5. That might give people the idea that something important happens. But I'm gonna go relax for a bit. I might not go to sleep exactly right now. I'm probably gonna force myself to at least finish the Final Fantasy 15 segment. If I finish the Final Fantasy 15 second and I get a second wind, I'm just going to do the 16 segment. That way tomorrow, all I have to do is finish the Final Fantasy 7 remake series segments. Well, actually, I could probably just do one segment for it all. It's not done yet. Rebirth is a sequel to it, and remake, you know, isn't a good option to fully start with. So yeah, actually I could probably finish. I might be able to finish this tonight. I just need to get a second wind. Maybe I'll actually fix myself some coffee or something and get it done. But I think that's what I'll do. But that's going to be it for me. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, you haven't already, hit the like button for your boy. Leave a comment for the algorithm if you enjoyed this VOD. Subscribe to the channel if you want to be notified for more, because we will be tackling the DLC next stream, and I'm very excited for that. It's going to be Mark of the Assassin, I believe it is. So yeah, gonna be very cool. Thank you all so much for watching. Keep an eye on the channel. I do plan on posting some stuff that I think you guys are going to like. So thank you all so much for watching. My name is KingdomAce. Remember, everyone, play some games, have some fun. I'm getting a call, and see you all next time.